Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I am going to show you guys how to counter Sanchi. I am going to be using the hero Nezha and I'll be building full tank, and if you guys didn't know, Sanchi usually goes for full attack build, right? So I talked about in the Clash Lane matchup guide video that full attack can be countered by full tank. That is exactly what we are going to do. This is my first match with Sanchi, by the way. That is why I'm just reading everything, like trying to gather as much info that I can before the fight actually starts. So I would like to give you guys some tips on the matchup. So as you can see, Sanchi really deals a lot of damage, especially in the early game. So it's not like you can just spawn and then go and fight him directly and expect to win. It doesn't work like that. What you need to do is that you have to play very passively in the early game, get some equipments, get two armor, and then you can go and fight him. So before that, if you fight, it's going to be a loss because Sanchi is like is a hero that can even kill tanks in the early game, right? So I'm just baiting his abilities here. And the thing you should understand about Nessa is, you might think he's a bad hero. Like Sanchi and him both have their ultimate to go to the team fight, but you might think, okay, Sanchi is so much better. This guy doesn't deal any damage at all. And that is because this guy is not a burst damage hero like Sanchi. So that is the mistake that a lot of people do. They think that they expect Nessa to also go in and just one shot an enemy and then come out like Sanchi. But instead, Nessa is like a utility warrior. So he is a supportive warrior who will provide a lot of debuffs for the team in the form of his passive. So when he hits an enemy, as you can see, that Sanchi is taking a lot of true damage. After see, even these minions 54. So whenever I attack an enemy, the enemy will take some damage for some time. It's like a poison effect, right? It will keep dealing damage, and here I go in, I hit the enemies, deal some damage, and then I come back. And if you guys see my HP bar, at the corner you can see an yellow color thing, right? That is a shield. So usually shields are white in color. Why is this shield yellow in color? Because this is a special type of shield, and this shield is used to counter true damage. Even true damage cannot penetrate through this shield. Okay. So how do you get this shield? Whenever you attack an enemy with your abilities or auto attack, the shield will refill a little bit. As you can see, it goes down and then comes back up. Okay, and now about his passive, whenever he attacks an enemy and whenever he's dealing that burn damage to an enemy, they will be healing 15% less. So this guy has anti-heal in his build itself. You don't need an equipment. Of course, it's not as good as the equipment gives, but it's 15%. It's a game changer. So if you pair this up with Mortal Punisher as well, he already has 15%, and then if you get the 40% from Mortal Punisher, it stacks. So this guy can be used to completely shut off healing from your opponent. Okay, and also the cooldown of this hero is pretty much the same as the cooldown of Sanchi. So you will be able to ult and go to team fights whenever he does that. So you won't miss out on any team fights. This will be a problem for other warriors, right? Sanchi always uses his ult and then goes to the team fight, and you won't be able to follow and you won't be able to support your team. But you will be able to solve that problem if you are playing Nessa. Okay, now as you can see, I'm trying my best to avoid fighting him solo, because fighting him at level 5, 6 without any proper equipment is, you are going to die, because his base damage is insane. The guy Sanchi, I don't know about his base damage. It's just so much for some reason, and he'll just one shot you even if you are a tanky warrior in the early game. But you will see in this match, after some time, once we start getting into the mid game, you will see that he becomes absolutely useless against me. So the Sanchi, let me teach you guys how to play Nessa, not just against Sanchi, against generally all heroes. Whenever he uses the first ability, you do the spin attack, right? You do the attack and then you walk away, right? You make them burn, you make them take that burn damage, since that is how you are supposed to play. Here I tried to ult on this guy to follow his ship, but looks like when he is immune to CC, I'll not be able to follow him. So I go a little bit late and they all try to jump and kill me, and it's a big mistake because I am really tanky and I also have this true damage shield. So only after they get through the shield, they can actually start dealing damage to my HP. And look at how we were able to turn the fight. Even though Sanchi left first, even though he used his ultimate before me and got there, I came in a little bit late, but we were able to change everything. So it doesn't matter how fast you go, but what impact you are able to make. And we were able to cause so much more damage than what Sanchi was able to do because I'm tanky. Imagine going for an attack build Nessa, it wouldn't have been possible. As soon as I landed there, I would have died because everyone started attacking me. That is why the tanky build is OP for Sanchi. So you just go around, I deal some damage to him, right? I just keep attacking him and now I can dominate. So now I have the defensive equipments, I have 4 kills, and now it's not gonna be possible for Sanchi to kill me in 1v1. So this is something that you should know as a clash laner. Whenever you are laning with against an enemy hero, you should know at which point of the game you will be able to fight that hero. So this only happens when you have experience. So this is just experience based completely. The more experience you have, the more you will be able to predict when you will be able to kill an enemy. Here I killed Sanchi, their jungler is ganking, I go behind him and then jump above him trying to get into the tower. So if I just press the ability, the second ability, what it does is he will flip himself over the enemy. So if I just click it, I might go into their side. So I go behind Kaiser and then jump over him towards our side, but still we died. But doesn't really matter, we got a kill and then we died, so it's okay. We got ganked, right? And again Sanchi is standing here for some reason. I was like, okay, why is he so aggressive? His jungler just came and then he left. But why is this guy aggressive now? But it looks like their jungler was here. And I really don't understand this play, because as a jungler, he might have killed me here. But I told you guys, right, whenever you miss out on killing the creeps, what you're doing, you're basically putting yourself worse for the late game. And that is exactly what Kaiser is doing. Instead of going back to the jungle after getting 1 kill on me, he overstayed here, which means that his creeps are waiting for him, which is not ideal for a jungler at all. I engage here with a full tank build. Look at how much burn damage we are dealing. Look at the numbers, the white color numbers popping out on screen. All that is my burn damage. So even though my damage is not instant, it's not a burst damage, over the course of the team fight, which happened for like 10-15 seconds, we were able to provide the most damage. So to provide damage, you should not die, right? So I'm able to sustain because of my tanky build, and I'm able to deal so much damage as well. Here this is purely butt fat. I shouldn't have stayed here. I see Sanchi coming in the map. I try to ult out, but I die. See, this is the first match ever for me with Nezha. I tried to use the ult on a tower and run away. If you guys didn't know, you can actually do that. You can use your ultimate to go to a minion. You can use your ultimate to go to a tower. You can use the ultimate to go to the overlord or the tyrant or even the enemy heroes. So if you are just fast enough, you will be able to escape tricky situations. So if you are getting attacked by 3 or 4 guys, just immediately click your ultimate and click on a minion in the other lane. You will just take off and fly away. They won't be able to stun you. So when he is flying, he will not be stunned. Okay. So here I'm going to attack Sanchi because he is trying to clear the wave, right? And I pushed the wave and see, we got the tower. So I am basically split pushing, and then I came and joined the fight also. So we are doing much better than Sanchi right now in terms of objectives. And here everyone is just jumping on me for some reason, and I did as much damage as I could before going down. I even got a kill. And then I went down. Poor Nakaruru doesn't realize that she is standing outside the brush. That was so funny. And she just ends up dying. But okay, we are back. And let us go defend the mid tower. I actually clicked on the enemy mage, but since I fat fingered it, I just went towards the minions. But look at who came there to support. The Sanchi is like, oh, he is coming, then I'm also coming. Like, see, this is the idea, right? Both of these heroes counter each other. So their strength is they can clear the wave and then also join the team fight. So they are basically split pushing heroes who can also join team fights. But who does it better? Sanchi does it better overall, but Nezha absolutely counters him. Okay, Sanchi provides more damage and can instantly like DPS the enemies, but Nezha is like a slow damage dealer. Both are slightly different in that aspect, but Nezha absolutely counters Sanchi. As you can see with our defensive build, he can't really kill me at all. It's not going to be possible for him to kill me from here on out. Here I go in. All this is possible because of the tanky build. I deal a lot of damage, but he ran away at low HP. No worries, he will die. Look at that. He died. He went all the way over there and died. And you will watch that happen a lot more often. I didn't even realize I was fighting standing on Xiao Xiao's second ability. I go back into the battlefield again and I start fighting. I am attacking Kaiser here. Look at the damage that we are dealing to him. And again now attacking Sanchi. He is taking a lot of damage. He is at very low HP. He uses his ultimate to run away, but doesn't matter. He will burn and die because of our true damage burning. So we got 3 kills from that fight, and look at our HP. So whenever I attack, I get that small true damage shield, right? So in the middle, I also have a lot of HP, and I'm also getting the shield. So that makes me even more tankier than what I'm supposed to be, just based off of the equipments. So overall, this tanky build is better than the usual tanks because of the shield that he gets. And here I started getting some frame drop, and this reason for the reason for this is because my phone started overheating, and I'm just standing still just to make it go away. Because if I continue to move, it will never go away. So just bear with me here. I'm just waiting for the frame drop to go. This happens whenever the device gets too hot, by the way. So if you are having this problem, try to see. What I usually do is I'll just go pour some water on top of the screen and also behind where the heat is coming from, and then it will be all right. So, but if your phone is not splash proof, don't do it. Mine is not waterproof, but it's splash proof. So, okay, here, right here, this is an very good example of how Sanchi might be better in some cases. Right there, Sanchi could have killed Lady Sun, but if I attack her, she will just run away. I can't kill her because I don't deal that much damage, right? So that is a difference. But team fight performance overall, we are just in the next level. Here I'm going under the tower because I know my teammates are close by. They will follow up here, and I'm dealing as much damage as possible. And look at all the white color numbers popping up. And this I got pushed under the tower by the Zhang Fei here, and I ended up dying. But before going down, we were able to deal a lot of damage, but none of that really mattered. But in the end, Luara, for us, she was able to get 3 kills with the help of Nakoruru, of course. And it was a decent trade. It was an equal trade, 3 for 3. Okay, we are back again, and I'm going to continue to focus on split push. I haven't been talking about split push in this match, but if you have been paying attention, you would have seen that every time before joining the fight, I go and clear a wave somewhere. So right now I'm in the farm lane, right? It doesn't matter. As a clash laner, doesn't mean that you should only split push in the clash lane. You can also split push in the farm lane. You just need to be far away from the team fight. Okay, so right now I'm split pushing in the farm lane, and look, let's see what the enemy is going to respond with. So they are losing tower here, and they are all, look at the map, they are all near the overlord, so they are trying to get it. And I'm just looking. Okay, this guy starts attacking me, so I just go in. My intention is not really to attack him. I don't want to attack him, right? I have only one magical defense, so I don't really want to fight him, but I know that I also won't die. So I cleared it. Their mage is there. He came to defend. So the team fight is in a very disadvantageous situation for the enemy team. So I go in and I started wreaking havoc, and I'm dealing so much damage to everyone. The true damage is popping off, and look at that. We were able to get 2 kills from that fight, and we were able to deal so much damage. And since the enemy mage was not there, they lost that fight terribly. That fight could have went much better if they also had their mage. So instead of sending their mage to defend me, what they should have done, they should have sent Sanchi. So Sanchi will come, stay inside the tower and just clear the minions. And when I try to ult and go to the team fight, he can also ult and follow me. But instead, they did the mistake of sending their mage to defend. Then who will deal damage there? If the marksman dies, who's going to deal damage? And that is why they lost the match. Again, this is the power of split pushing, guys. Since we were able to force the enemy mage to come and defend us, we were able to go fast to the team fight and change the entire match, and that led to us instantly winning the match. And I think I got a perfect rating this match, 16.0 rating, and that is fair because of how much damage I dealt. You will see how much damage we dealt and how much damage we were able to take for the team. So as a tanky, split pushing hero who can also join fights, Nezha is your go-to pick. But if you are looking for an assassin who can split push and also join the fight, then go for Sanchi. But remember that Sanchi is a counter. Sanchi is countered by Nezha. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you all found this video entertaining. It was really fun to play this one. And don't forget about the giveaway that will be happening soon in the channel. I'm trying to remind you guys now and then so that you don't miss out. Anyone can win those prizes, and the damage, 28% damage and 36 taken. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you all found this video entertaining and helpful. And if you did, make sure to support me by hitting the like and subscribe button. I hope you all have a really great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.